can mess us all up sometimes, zooming in. So thanks for being with us. And you want to tell us a little bit about your situation?
Yes, sir. Thank you for this opportunity. My name is Jan Barton. I live in Marietta, Georgia, in Cobb County. I was an observer for the recent recount. I'm here today to testify that our voting system is broken, and I appreciate the opportunity to tell my story. I will briefly cover 4 personal examples of why our sacred right to vote is in question. And I must say the very idea that Georgians are expected to use the same flawed voting machines and flawed process for the runoff election and any future elections is unreasonable and a threat to secure elections. I have 4 points. Number 1, the objectionable activities that happened in Cobb County, including the shredding of white privacy envelopes for absentee ballots. I have an email from Cobb Election Director Janine Eveler confirming that was quote unquote all that they shredded, that no ballots were shredded. However, the white privacy envelope is part of the package of items required by Georgia law to be saved for 21 months after an election. Otherwise, how can we be certain each ballot arrived in the mail rather than by some other devious means? The election director's first statement appeared in East Cobb News on November 20th. The shredding activity occurred on November 18th. The timing of shredding alone did not make for good optics. Why then? Number 2, I was an observer of the second recount, the rescanning of ballots in Cobb County on Tuesday, December 1st. We were not allowed to be close to the tables. I think the closest one to me was about 10 feet away. At 2:39 p.m., I noted this in my notes, I observed a very flat, perfect stack of what I was told were absentee ballots with no folds being scanned. They were perfect. I was not able to take a photo quickly enough before they put them back in the box, but I did make note of the batch and the box number. If election workers have nothing to hide and everything is perfectly above board, why are observers kept so far away from the activities and not allowed to ask questions? Number 3, I also helped an independent team working to document the new hand counts in the first audit. It was those numbers that discovered the Ware County anomaly. Many volunteers and many hours went into efforts to protect our votes. Isn't it a shame that we have to do that and that we cannot trust our voting system? Number 4, and final point and a few closing points after this. On Tuesday this week, I found out that my name and information were unmasked as part of the hammer and scorecard operation that Sidney Powell and others have mentioned. This was presented on the Brannon House show. Dennis Montgomery is the brilliant guy who created Hammer and Scorecard to protect American citizens. Hello?
Mr. Chairman.
Hello?
Turner?
I'm sorry, Mr. Chairman. And I don't mean to be rude here, but is it really the intention of our committee at this point, to hear testimony about Hammer and Scorecard, a fantastical conspiracy theory? I would rather use our time in a more effective way, frankly.
Excuse me.
Representative Turner, hold on just a second. Let me jump in here real quick. I know that we don't necessarily always see things exactly the same way, any of us on this call, but Ms. Barton, I know that that you're testifying, I think, to what you believe to be accurate. We will let you finish your time, and then if there are questions, then we can do that. We can do that at that time. Thank you.
All right. I do totally resent being interrupted and just discounted in that manner. In conclusion, we cannot trust our current voting system. Our entire free republic is in danger. The irregularities in our voting system and processes must be remedied before this runoff election. We ask that our legislators do the right thing and hold a special session and put forth the right electors as provided in the U.S. Constitution. We also ask that you consider using a hand-marked paper ballot system. Procedures are already in place for emergency paper ballots. The scanners will work with that process. The touch screens can be removed. This process meets Georgia law for a reliable paper trail, and every voter will know that their vote was counted. Your actions can save our free republic and ensure the sacred right to vote. This is our time to say what President Reagan called that shining city on the hill. We ask our legislators to do the right thing. The world is watching. Thank you for your time.
Thank you. Ms. Barton,